Good morning, everyone. We certainly are grateful to God for the opportunity to be here together as a community in the Alfred Sangster Auditorium. God is amazing. We give all praise and glory to Him. So I'm Charmaine Lewis, Career and Placement Officer, and I will be your moderator for today. I'd like to acknowledge our acting president, Professor Colin Giles, our vice president and university registrar, Miss Marion Brown, our acting assistant registrar, Mrs. Angela Isaacs Brown, our students' union president, Mr. Rick Darby, and our amazing academic, administrative, and technical staff, and of course, our wonderful volunteers. Good morning to you. I also would like to acknowledge our parents, our guardians, spouses. Parents or guardians, where are you? There you are. Spouses? All right. So this is the University of Technology's 2023 Week of Welcome. And a lot of preparation has gone into this week to ensure that our MVAs, who are our MVAs, our most valuable assets, and that is all our new, transfer, and returning students thrive this academic year. I wonder, do we have Camus? All right, Portland? All right, it's great to have you. So you are all returning to the campus at a special moment in our history as we celebrate 65 years of existence. Our theme for the year, as you may have heard already, is UTech Jamaica Thrives at 65, forging technological innovation, driving development. So this is what we call our wow moment. So what I would love for you to do, students, where are you students? What I would love for you to do is go ahead, find us on Instagram right now, and just light up our Instagram page with the hashtag UTechJA Thrives at 65. And also hashtag Wow 2023. And one last hashtag stepping into my greatness, because that is what you'll be doing. This week is especially designed to help you navigate university life successfully by introducing you to what is important, our core values, to the excellent staff that will help you thrive, and of course, to induct you into this community of knights. We're also delighted that we have with us our wonderful sponsors and partners supporting us this week. And I know that they'll have special prizes and giveaways for you as well. So we encourage you to visit their booths. I'll tell you a little bit more of who they are a little later on. At this time, the Center for the Arts will show a video presentation of the university song. So please stand for the university song.
shall rule us, your banner will be unfurled.
As we proudly stand to serve our nation and the wide world,
You lead us proud to live.
so to UTech we'll always be true.
President,
I want to assure you that you have made the right choice, our students. And I wholeheartedly welcome you to this exciting stage of your lifelong journey of learning and professional development. You are entering, our students, a dynamic environment in which we are committed to doing the best to allow you to succeed in your studies and in your professional development. It is our vision to be the premier university in the Caribbean for work-ready leaders, and we are committed to transforming students and society through high-quality teaching, research, and value-added services to our communities. When you complete this leg of your journey, whether 3 years or 4 years, we want you to be well-rounded. We want you to be prepared to create new jobs, to solve national and regional problems, and to add value and to contribute to development anywhere in the world. We are of course continuously reviewing our courses to ensure that we remain relevant and cutting edge in the knowledge that we impart, so that you can realize your vision and that you can be current in going forward into the job market. In validation of the high quality of the academic programs that we offer here at the University of Technology, Jamaica, we were awarded institutional accreditation by the University Council of Jamaica with effect from February 2018 for a period of 7 years. This stamp of approval should help to give assurance that the quality of education that you receive here is world-class, and that the certification that you receive is recognized in both public and private sectors, locally and internationally. I think you should give a round of applause for that. Institutional accreditation is not a small thing, because one of the things we want you to feel proud of is the fact that your certification can take you anywhere. And that is what institutional accreditation does for you. To our new students, you're joining us at a pivotal juncture in our history, as the University of Technology Jamaica marks its 65th anniversary of service to Jamaica and to the higher education landscape in the Caribbean. This significant milestone is being celebrated under the theme, UTech Jamaica Thrives at 65, forging technological innovation, driving development. As our name, University of Technology Jamaica, suggests, we are strongly focused on the application of technology in all areas of life, because society is driven by technological development, whether in the social sphere, in sports, in government, industry, or wherever. This theme that we have chosen for our 65th anniversary underscores the university's formidable contribution to nation building in producing work-ready leaders who are not only empowered with technical competence in their chosen field, but to influence social and economic transformation along a sustainable path in this emerging digital era. We're living in what we call the information age. And so it's not surprising that we have to embrace modern technology in a way that puts us at the forefront of not only utilization of technology, but in the creation of new technologies, because that is one of the things that drives society at this time. I invite you to participate in the various 65th anniversary activities, many of which you'll be told about during the course of the year. I want you to know that at UTech Jamaica, we place emphasis on holistic development for all our students. In addition to academic pursuits, students are encouraged to participate in a wide range of activities that we make available. Co-curricular activities in sports, in the arts and culture, community service, spiritual enrichment, and of course, a host of student leadership programs. I should also let you know that we value service very highly. Service is a part of our culture. We are built on 3 pillars of teaching, research, and service. And we seek to inculcate that ethos in our students also. And one of the ways in which we do that is through our community service program. Our CSP program, which is a 1-credit course, which involves at least 40 hours of community service. Parents, guardians, family members, students, all, we are in partnership. And I assure you that the University of Technology Jamaica has the best interest of our students at heart. Our students must know that we are working to ensure a student-friendly environment in which they can fulfill their fullest potential. I want to mention a little bit about fee payment. Payment of fees is always a major concern. We understand that. And so I want to take this opportunity to note that as part of our drive to promote student interests and to ensure that all students are given the best chance to complete their studies and not be held back because of financial challenges, we have further revised our fee payment plans and schedules to make it easier for our students to pay their fees. I'm not going to give you the details of it right now because you'll be having a presentation from our Department of Student Financing. They will tell you about the 30-30-20-20 plan that allows students to pay their fees over 4 months, 30%, 30%, 20%, 20% accordingly. And there are other arrangements that help to facilitate students being able to pay their fees. The requirement up front is simply the enrollment commitment deposit, which is modest enough that anyone should be able to afford it if you have been planning for your education. It's just about $30,000, which allows you to select your modules and be able to attend classes without fear of being deregistered. This is not a small thing, because we recognize that persons who are committed to their education, if given an opportunity, in accordance with how people earn, you should be able to set aside funds to pay the fees on a monthly basis. But of course, there are incentives for those who pay the fee for the semester up front. There's a discount that you get, and so there's an incentive for you to pay quickly. I also want to urge you to be on the lookout for and avoid fraudulent payment schemes that unscrupulous persons might seek to introduce to you. This is something that other institutions experience as well, and we are just warning you. Make sure you get information from authorized sources and not from people on the side who are telling you things about, you giving a little bit and they pay the rest of the fees for you and so on. Always be on the lookout for persons who will try to take you down the garden path. New students will hear more about the various opportunities and financial aid offerings such as scholarships, bursaries, special grants, the Earn and Study program, and other welfare support programs during the course of this week. As the university grows and expands in various areas, we want to encourage you to work with us and to access the information that is available to you during this week. I should let you know that the university is in the process of leadership transition. As I close, I want to take the opportunity to bring to your attention that on September 11, 2023, the university community will be welcoming on board our 5th president, Dr. Kevin Brown. Dr. Brown is one of our own. He studied mechanical engineering here at the University of Technology, Jamaica, and was also a Students' Union president, before later continuing studies in the United Kingdom. The remarkable story of his homegrown foundation in education, training, and leadership, to his rise as an accomplished aerospace engineer, most recently at the global aerospace company Rolls-Royce, should serve as an inspiration to our entire student body. You'll have the opportunity in the weeks ahead to interact with our new president. And on Friday at our induction ceremony, we'll give you the opportunity of hearing him on video giving you a warm welcome. I want to end with a reminder of the UTech Jamaica core values, which I know our students will find useful as they navigate their university journey. The acronym RAISE IT will help you to remember them. RAISE IT, which signals our intention to raise the bar, to raise the standard, and to uplift those who are part of our community and our wider society. So R is for respect. This means we believe in the dignity and intrinsic worth of all people, and we endeavor to celebrate individuals by fostering an appreciation of and respect of each other's differences. So that's R for respect. A is for accountability, which signals that we embrace ownership of all our responsibilities and accept the principle that we are accountable for our actions. I is for integrity, which means that as a university community, we value ethical behavior in all our endeavors, whether scholarly, cultural, or intellectual, and we expect all conduct to be grounded in integrity, mutual respect, and civility. S is for service. This means that we are committed to excellence and high-quality service in all our interactions with the immediate and wider community, demonstrating that we see service as being fundamental to the UTech Jamaica brand and culture. E is for excellence. This means that we value excellence in our instructional, administrative, and managerial pursuits, and we are dedicated to the provision of academic courses of the highest quality. I is for innovation. Innovation is encouraged inside and outside of the classroom. We teach our students to be innovative, to be creative, to improve on whatever we find, to add value wherever we go. And lastly, T is for team spirit. It means that we pledge to work together in a spirit of cooperation to enrich the cultural environment with participation and consultation amongst administrators, faculty, and students. Again, I just want to extend a warm UTech Jamaica welcome to all our new and transfer students, to parents, guardians, spouses, and other members of your extended families. I wish you a productive and enjoyable academic year as we continue to strive for excellence through knowledge, which is our motto in this, our 65th year. Thank you.
Respect, accountability, integrity, service, excellence, innovation, team spirit. How do we say it? Raise it. And as my assistant registrar for student services would say, raise it with love. Thank you, Professor Giles, for your welcome and for reminding us about what is important to us as a university. Professor Giles mentioned that we are on a drive to be more student-friendly. And as part of our thrust, we would like you to know that admissions will be open today until 4 p.m. So they are open for business, full service, just for you. In addition, each faculty is represented here. And so we want you to visit your faculty and see what they have for you today. In addition, the medical center would like you to know as well that they're open to collect your medical forms. So please, you may visit the medical center and drop off your medical forms. Our Vice President and University Registrar, Miss Marion Brown, who has primary responsibility for students' welfare, will now come and bring greetings.
Good morning. Madam Moderator, Mrs. Charmaine Lewis, and our Career and Placement Officer, our Acting President, Professor Colin Giles, our Acting Deputy President, Professor Haldane Johnson, our Deans, our Heads of Schools, our chaplain, I believe she has left, but I am still acknowledging her, Chaplain Richards. Mr. Rick Darby, President of the Students' Union and his council. Acting Assistant Registrar, Mrs. Angela Isaacs-Brown. I believe she's busy locating our resident students at this time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All staff who may be here also, our students, our parents, guardians, spouses, and relatives, well-wishers of our students, I extend to you a warm and heartfelt welcome on behalf of the Division of Student Services and Registry. First and foremost, I want to convey our immense joy and gratitude that the University of Technology Jamaica was chosen as the destination for your child, spouse, or relative to pursue their higher education. It is a privilege for us to play a pivotal role in their academic and their personal development. As our acting president indicated earlier, the university marks a significant milestone, its 65th anniversary this year, under the theme, Forging Technological Innovation, Driving Development. This theme embodies our commitment to excellence in tertiary education, and it underscores our determination to equip our students with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in a rapidly changing world. We understand that as parents, guardians, and spouses, and well-wishers, you have entrusted your loved ones to our care, and we take that responsibility very seriously. We are here to ensure that your students are not only academically successful, but also happy and thriving individuals. Our commitment to your students, our students, is evident in several ways. We have a comprehensive handbook that serves as a guide to university life. And you, as parents, spouses, and guardians, I invite you to also take note of the handbook. We ask our students to do that, but we ask you to have a look at it as it guides them through their academic journey here at UTech. We have very caring and supportive staff who are always available to address any questions and concerns that you may have, as well as your charge may have, to ensure that they feel safe and supported every step of the way. One of the reasons that UTech is considered one of the best universities in the Caribbean is because of its unwavering dedication to getting to know our students personally. We believe in fostering a nurturing environment where each student is seen as an individual with unique needs and aspirations. Their success is our success, and we have their best interest at heart. Now, in our nurturing environment, we not only focus on academic excellence, but also on the holistic development of our students. And our acting president did say that earlier. We offer a wide range of activities, from social and cultural events to sports and team building activities, to help them grow into well-rounded individuals who can lead and contribute to the advancement of Jamaica and the world through technological innovation. University life can be a significant transition for many students, requiring responsibility, discipline, and diligence. As parents, guardians, spouses, relatives, and well-wishers, your support and guidance are invaluable during this journey. Your encouragement and understanding at home will be instrumental in helping them to face the challenges of university life. So I encourage you to embrace this partnership with our students as they embark on this exciting academic adventure. Take this opportunity to absorb the information shared during the sessions that will follow, and feel free to ask questions or provide comments to us. Your involvement and support are vital to the success of our students, and we are grateful for your presence here today. Now, I indicated earlier about how caring and supportive our staff are, and I'll just go a little more into it. We are proud to have a team of dedicated and approachable staff, many of them are here today, who are ready to assist our students, from academic advisors, counselors. Our professionals are here to provide guidance, answer your questions, and offer a helping hand. We believe that a nurturing educational environment extends beyond the classroom, and our staff are committed to ensuring that students feel comfortable and supported through their academic journey. I spoke earlier about our handbook. It is a comprehensive resource for our students. It is designed as a one-stop guide that covers everything from academic policies and procedures to campus resources and extracurricular activities. We encourage you all to have a look at that document. I know you may be concerned about the safety and security of your students here at UTech. We take that seriously. We have stringent security measures in place to ensure that our campus is a secure environment for learning. Additionally, we offer various support services for mental health and well-being, ensuring that students have access to the resources and that they thrive both academically and personally. As you know, we are one of the premier universities in the Caribbean. I have been here for over 30 years, yes. And so I would say that you have made the best decision to come to UTech. Having come here in 1991 as a student myself, and then moving from being a hard trainee to being a lab technician, to being an attorney at law, and then the university registrar, I want to say to you that you have made the right decision. And many of your students who are here today may make the decision to stay here based on how engaging and caring our staff are. You may decide to stay here and have a career at UTech. So I started off by saying we're the premier university, and I believe so, and by the end of your journey, you will know that also. So I spoke about how nurturing we are, and as you go through your days here during this week of WOW, you will believe me, because we do have very nurturing environment. In closing, I want to reiterate our heartfelt appreciation for your trust in the University of Technology, Jamaica. Your role in the educational journey of our students is immeasurable. Together, as a united community of students, faculty, staff, and families, we can inspire and empower the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers. These are who we have here today. Thank you for being an integral part of our educational family, and we look forward to a successful and fulfilling academic year. I thank you.
Thank you, Vice President and University Registrar, Ms. Marion Brown, for bringing greetings. Wow, how inspiring was that? From heart trainee to lab technician to attorney to now the registrar of the university. There's a, wow. We're certainly going to invite our registrar to share our story in our mentorship sessions, which will be held by the Career and Placement section later on. I now invite Mr. Rick Darby, President of the Students' Union Council, to come and bring greetings.
Professor Colin Giles, Acting University President, Professor Haldane Johnson, Acting Deputy President, Miss Marion Brown, Vice President and University Registrar, Mrs. Isaacs Brown, Acting Assistant Registrar, Deans, Heads of Schools, University Chaplain, members of academic staff and administrative staff, members of the Council, parents, guardians, spouses, new and transfer students. Pleasant good morning to you all. Good morning. Greetings to our newest knights. As the Students' Union President, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the UTech JA family. Whether you're a fresh face embarking on this exciting journey or a transfer student ready to dive into a new chapter, you are now a part of a vibrant community that thrives on knowledge, growth, and togetherness. Starting university can be a mix of nerves, excitement, but trust me, you've made an incredible choice by choosing UTech JA as your academic home. From the moment you step foot on campus, you're stepping into a world of endless possibilities where innovation and inspiration go hand in hand. Our Students' Union is here to support you every step of the way. This year, our council is guided by the theme, Serving Tea All Year Long, where T stands for transparency, engagement, and advocacy. That is exactly what we are all about. Shared efforts, united experiences, and mutual growth. Whether it's academic challenges, extracurricular pursuits, or finding your place in this diverse community, we're here to help you navigate this journey with confidence. Throughout your time here, you will discover that UTech JA is not just a place for education, but it's a place where friendships are formed, passions are explored, and dreams are nurtured. Our faculty, staff, and student representatives are all here to encourage you and ensure that we celebrate your successes. As you step into this whirlwind of orientation activities, remember that you are not alone. Your journey here is uniquely yours. We can't wait to see you grow and leave your mark on this campus. So again, welcome to UTech JA, and let's make this year of learning, thriving, and connecting together. Thank you.
Let's hear all the knights in the house. We certainly look forward to having tea all year round. Thank you, Mr. Rick Darby, President of the Students' Union Council. How will they learn is the question that Dr. Kamla Anderson, Instructional Design Specialist for Distant Learning, will now address. Please make her welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to the university management, faculty, staff, students, parents, spouses. Welcome. Thank you so much. So this time I'm just going to take you through a brief presentation about what is UTech Online. So UTech Online is our platform for all your online interactions. You may hear the term UTech Online. You may hear Moodle. You may hear LMS. All of those are referring to the same thing, right? So our learning management system is where you'll have your notes posted, your assignment submissions, your grades, and your quizzes. Now you may say, Miss Anderson, why are you telling me about online? I'm here for face-to-face. Well, you're going to have a little bit of both. And even for your face-to-face classes, you will still have an online presence. So you will still need to know how to navigate with our learning management system. So how do you log on to UTech Online? So once you have paid your ECD, let me see the hands of those who have paid their ECD. Yes, man, I'm supposed to be seeing everybody's hands now. You need to pay, if you haven't paid the ECD yet, you need to ensure that you do that today, all right? Or you're not going to be able to move forward. You know, like in Monopoly, where it says you get pass go, you can't pass go if you don't pay your ECD. So make sure you have paid your ECD, right? So once you have paid your ECD and 48 hours have passed, you will be able to log on to UTech Online. How do you do that? So you need your username and your password. Your username is going to be your UTech ID number. Anybody knows a UTech ID number? All right, if you don't know that, go back to your admissions email. It is in your email, right? You need that. And then, of course, your password is your birth date, which is a 2-digit day, 2-digit month, and a 4-digit year. And of course, once you log on the first time, you'll be able to to customize your password. So how do you access UTech Online? So you're going to log on to our homepage, which is utech.edu.jm. Then you're going to click on Students, and then you're going to click UTech Online. And you'll notice there's also a quick link that I have noted there. And the quick links, that's an easy way for you to find many things that you need at UTech, not just UTech Online. So, access to your modules, right? So you may hear the term module or courses. At UTech, we call our courses modules. So you have a course of study or a program, and then each individual course is called a module. So maybe in case you're a little bit confused. So after you have selected your modules to your student portal, right? So student portal is different from UTech Online. It's two different portals. So you log on to your student portal to select your modules, and then you log on to UTech Online to access your modules. You will be able to receive access to your modules once you have selected them within 3 to 6 hours. So if you made a selection today at 8 a.m., you're not going to get automatic enrollment. It's going to take a few hours. And then, of course, you're going to get access to your classes when classes start, which is August 28. So if you have made your selection, don't panic when you log on to UTech Online and say, I'm not seeing my classes. No. Once classes start on August 28, that is when you'll be seeing your classes. So activities in Moodle or UTech Online allow for student-to-student and student-to-teacher interaction, right? So you will have access to the chat. You will have access to the forums, assignments, Turnitin, etc. Multiple choice, you do quizzes, etc. And don't worry if this seems like, oh my gosh, it's over your head. The Office of Distance Learning will be working with the Students' Union to have more in-depth training for students, not just this week, but beyond as well. So we do have also on UTech Online, we have an online orientation session. So in addition to the training that we will be offering, we do have an orientation session that you can go through at your own pace. So to find that module, once you have access to UTech Online, you're going to log on. You're going to look for UTech Online Student Orientation Course. And then once you click on it, you'll have access. And this will take you through all of the activities that you can participate in with UTech Online. And you can do that at your own pace. And it is open all year round. So it's not just for this week of orientation. Even when classes start, you will have access to this orientation course. Now, in terms of attending classes, if you do have some of your classes that are online, follow your diet. So your diet will tell you which classes are face-to-face, which classes are online, and when they will be held. So don't think that, oh, if it's online, it's a different diet. It's the same diet, whether it's face-to-face or online. So if it says online and you have a tutorial on Tuesday 4 to 6, you log on to UTech Online and you access your classes utilizing the Zoom platform. Now, just a few tips how to be successful in your online learning in terms of time management. That's very, very important. So you need to create your own calendar of when your assignments are due. When you get into your classes, whether face-to-face or online or both, you will get a syllabus or a course outline which will indicate to you what your assignments are and when they are due. It's very, very important that you take that responsibility. Teacher is not going to be there to hold your hand to remind you, or mommy and daddy not going to be there to be logging on to say, yes, man, you have assignment due, right? That's high school days. Those days are long gone, right? So you have to take that responsibility. So you have to ensure that you start working on your assignments from early, especially if you have group work, right? Even though those people don't like group work is an integral part of your tertiary experience. So your goal should be to complete your assignments and work early in case of internet challenges. We know sometimes challenges happen, right? Electricity may go, internet may go, but you have to ensure that you submit in a timely manner. Now, in terms of support, if you're having technical challenges, please send an email to tier1support@utech.edu.jm. If you're having challenges with your password, right, anything that's UTech online related, you can send that email to tier1 support. If they cannot assist you, then they will direct you accordingly. So please don't sit there and struggle, right? Please reach out. As Ms. Brown said, our university registrar, that UTech staff, we are here to help you, but we can't help you if we don't know that you are having challenges. So please reach out. If you don't understand something about your module, please ensure that you ask your lecturer as soon as possible, right? Our lecturers are very relatable, they're very supportive. If you don't see them in the faculty office, you can send them an email, you can call them on the phone. Please ensure that you reach out. Try to create WhatsApp groups, right? Even when you're face-to-face, still try to create your WhatsApp groups so that you can support each other along your journey. And my final slide, as you are here at UTech, is to try to enjoy the journey, right? As your student union president said, we have the academic side, we have the activity side. Try to enjoy the journey. Find an activity, try to make friends, right? Try to make this a well-rounded experience for yourself. Focus on your goals. All of you coming here today, you have a goal. I want to become an architect. I want to become a programmer. I want to become a pharmacist. I want to become an engineer. Whatever your goal is, remain focused on that as you embrace your journey. And finally, accept that you will have challenges, but you can make it if you persevere. It's very, very important. You can make it if you persevere. You just have to take it one step at a time. So as I said, through the student union, we will be having training for students to navigate the different features of UTech Online. So we encourage you to attend those sessions as well as to utilize the orientation course that we have. And you can always reach out to the Office of Distance Learning and Tier 1 support if you're having any challenges. Thank you so much.
Important tips and advice from Dr. Kamle Anderson, all guaranteed to ensure that you win in this academic year. How many persons want to win? Yes, we all want to win, and we want to ensure that you win. In fact, let's do another hashtag. Hashtag here to win. I have an important announcement from you in terms of student financing. So the student financing team is also here in the auditorium. So if you would like to meet with them, please do. I'll now invite Mrs. Karen Houghton-Blair, supervisor in the Student Financing Department, who will talk to you about student financing. Please welcome her.
Good morning, everyone. All right, I want to hear that you are awake. You need to hear this presentation, so I want to ensure that you are listening. Can I hear a yes to know that you're listening? Okay, all right, so always be aware. We are speaking of knowledge, information. All right, so now you're here, moving on to what we call bigger and better things, right? Everybody agree? Okay. So the mission of this Department of Student Financing to positively impact the lives of you, our students, through the provision of efficient, responsive, administrative and financial support services. It's a long take, but it means that we are here for you in everything that you do. You definitely will achieve, and we will be here to assist you, okay? So the Department of Student Financing, we come under the umbrella of Finance and Business Services. And just to tell you a little bit about who we are, I am from the Department of Student Financial Services. So everything you need to know regarding your financial transactions, we will answer your questions or concerns. We also have our postgraduate students. So if those students have a question or concern, we're also here to support you. If you are going through our Student Loan Bureau, we will help you to collect your documentation. We will help to provide your statuses and any other thing you need about that. Our very important fee payment plan, our president spoke about this. I'm going to go through it for you. So we'll respond to all your transactions that you have. And then we have our welfare unit. So this unit will support you in a number of areas. So if you're going through any financial difficulty, we want you to come and speak to us. We'll privately speak with you about this. We also have our Earn and Study program. So for our students who want to earn a little bit knowledge while you are studying, you can come on board. We spoke about the enrollment commitment deposit. Have we all paid it? The hands of everyone who has paid it, $30,000? Yes? We want to make sure you pay so you can move on, right? Once you have paid this, you are going to get access to select your modules. You will pay the enrollment commitment deposit every semester. So once per semester, you're going to make this payment. It is paid by all our students, including SLB. Now, it's not a separate fee. It's a deposit on your account. It's also non-refundable. So we want to ensure that you have given your commitment to be here and you make that payment. Now, payment gateways. Very, very important. There's many ways to make payments, but the university will guide you in our approved payment agencies. You may make your payment, and sometimes it may not be updated to your account. Why? Because it did not use the approved methods. What are our approved methods? So, approved methods, NCB. Most of us are familiar with NCB. You create a bill payment option to make those payments. For Paymaster, we have our online platform, and you can go in branch and make those payments. Please ensure that you give the description as to what you're paying. Read your receipts, ensure your name, ID number, and the amount that you have paid is correctly stated on your receipts. JN Bank, Bill Express, and then we have our UTech online portal, so you can make your payment using that method. We will make our presentation available to you we will also send you notices telling you how to pay your fees and the methods. So look in your student portal for those information. Now, you will be navigating the student portal in many ways. One of the ways to navigate, you can look for so right here, you can check the update of your payments. So once you've paid the ECD, you will have access. You can check to see, I've made this payment within 2 working days. It should be there. You go and you check to see if it's there. There's a few other things that you will also see. One moment. I just want to elaborate on some of the things that you will see on the student portal. So your sponsorship. Some persons would have received sponsorship. If you have provided that to the university, we update it to the system and you will be able to see that information. Grants information, I mentioned payments to your account. And then you may want to see your account balance. So you would have selected your modules, your invoice, which is your fee breakdown, will also be available. You just go to this on your student portal, click the student tab, and view the various sections. All right, so at UTech, we operate under a semesterization system. It means that you, the student, will be doing a number of things to determine what your invoice will be while you're here. So you will determine the modules that you wish to select. Of course, you must ensure you have your diet in hand. You check the credit weighting for each of the modules, because each of those modules have a credit weighting. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4. You will see them. The cost for the module will be determined. Once the sum and all the sum of those modules are there, then we add what we call miscellaneous fees. And you'll get the total of your fees. Now, to understand the miscellaneous or your ancillary fees, this is paid once per academic year. So if you start now, you will see it added onto your tuition with the cost of your modules. If you start in semester 2, you'll see it at that point. So it's due in the first semester, regardless of when you start, but you paid once per year. It's also non-refundable. So what's the difference? We talk about enrollment commitment deposit, then you are now talking about miscellaneous fees. We want you to know that there's a difference. The enrollment commitment deposit, that gives you access to select your modules. Your miscellaneous fees is added once per academic year to your invoice. So we won't go through the cost per credit, but it will be available for you. So this is what our fee breakdown looks like. Some of you who would have selected your modules will have seen this before. So your fee breakdown, bear in mind that if you add a module, it will change. If you drop a module, it will change. Another thing we want you to note is the university's census date. For this semester, it is September the 22nd, 2023. Now it changes each semester. So you must know that the census date, when it is a final date for you to select your modules. Now, we're coming to the very, very, very important section, the payment options available. So take note. If you pay, we have 2 options. We have full payment, of course, and then we have our part payment option that our president mentioned, which is our 30-30-2020 plan. These are the dates, yes, take a picture of it. Your first installment is due on September the 22nd, which is our census date. Now, I want you to understand how to calculate. It's not hard. If your invoice that we showed earlier was 100,000, it is 30% of your 100,000. And remember I said your enrollment commitment deposit, it goes towards your first payment. So your 100,000, you find 30% of that, and you would have already paid your enrollment commitment deposit. You can subtract that from it, okay, for your first payment. For your second payment, it is the same 30%. So you always find the percentage on the whole, the entire invoice. I know sometimes we round up or down. I'm going to encourage you, if you're rounding, round up, because our system is looking for a minimum of 30%. Our second installment will be due on October the 31st. Our third installment due November the 30th, and our fourth installment due December the 29th. So you have the entire semester in which to pay. This will be shown in your student portal, so you will see it also. When you are completing your registration, you will see it. The outline will be there, the dates, the percentage. So you're going to wonder, financial clearance, how is this granted? After you pay the enrollment commitment deposit, select confirm your modules. You are required to make sure that you pay the full miscellaneous or boarding fees, because we do have students who are boarding. So to get financial clearance, you must pay the requirement for boarding as well. A message will be sent back to your student portal, so always ensure you go back to look for the message. It will let you know that you're financially cleared, or if you did not make a payment that is required, it will tell you you have not paid the requisite amount to be registered. If no message is received, we are going to ask you to make contact with the Department of Student Financing. Please note the email address. And once you have received financial clearance, you are then required to enroll. Once you have completed this, you need to move to the medical center, if you have not done so, to ensure that your medical is done. Now, we do have postgraduate students, and we welcome you as well. I'm going to go straight to the payment plan for our postgraduate students. And we have three options for you. Option 1, always you pay 100%. Option 2, you can pay per semester. Option 3 is that you're going to pay monthly. And you can contact us. We are in the same area, Student Financial Services, Postgraduate Financial Services. There's an email address, gradstudentfin@utech.edu, or our general UTech email address. We will be posting that so you can see it, and you can reach out to our team right here with us today. I know some of you are going to be seeking funding. If you're seeking funding, those organizations usually require an official letter from the university to state what your fees are. You may contact us for those letters, feeestimate@utech.edu.jm. All right, there it is. Take a note of it. All right, so how do you apply for this? The fee estimate, once you send the information, you will get an automated response. And just follow the instructions. It's very easy. It will be provided for you, and you can take that to your sponsor to get funding. Now, UTech do offer funding, scholarships, bursaries for our students. And over 100 scholarships. There are some criteria for scholarship. You must have a 3.0 GPA. Our applications are open between May and August, and so you may want to hurry to catch some of those. We did mention earlier that we also have our welfare. So we do have grants. We know some of you will be facing financial distress. So for those who are having different financial need, make contact with our welfare office. You must be able to demonstrate your need. And we can assist you with tuition, books, lunch, transportation. I want to just quickly tell you about our Earn and Study program. For first-year students, you will not be allowed to work until summer. We definitely want you to get in, know what you're about, follow your academics, understand what is going on before we engage you into work. So for summer, you may apply. All right, I'm moving quickly through in the interest of time. You could be, if you're SLB, we want to encourage you to complete your application with the Bureau. You must complete your application. Do not wait. All right, so I will not go through some of these. We're going to have the presentation on the website so you can view it. And I'm going to invite you all to come to our booth to just ask the questions that you need, or you can send us an email and we will be answering those questions for you. All right, so we have our steps towards success. We want you to make a note of them. We want you to be very vigilant while you're here with UTech. We want you to pay attention to your academics, to your financials, and of course your student life in general. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Karen Horton-Blair, for your very important presentation. So I'd like to apologize. We are running a little behind, but we're hoping to have you out of here in the shortest possible time. In addition, we value your feedback, and so we ask that you kindly complete the feedback forms. The volunteers will be going around with the feedback forms. Please complete them for us students so that we can improve and get things right. Another important announcement, the registrar mentioned the student handbook, the all-important student handbook, so ensure that if you don't have a copy, go online, UTech JA website, type in the search bar student handbook, and you should have it in no time. At this time, Mr. David Kelly will now come to give you some advice and tips on staying safe while on campus. Please welcome Mr. Kelly.
Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. We realize that the day is so fast moving, and we are just about getting warmed up inside here. So my name is David Kelly, and as introduced, I am the responsible officer for safety and security for the university campus communities. It is with much pleasure that I join the president, other colleagues and members of the administration in welcoming you all. I must commend you. As a matter of fact, I must congratulate you for choosing and for all the best good reasons for finding the University of Technology Jamaica to be the best choice to advance with your studies. Here at the University of Technology Jamaica, we recognize the matter of safety and security to be very important concerns to the community, and in particular to our students. It is reasonably expected, however, that as a community of intelligent and responsible individuals, that you will become aware or become cognizant of the very toxic and pervasive security challenges permeating our society of today, and a situation where absolutely nowhere can claim total immunity. But despite the reality of the situation, however, and in all regards, please let me assure you of the university's unrelenting commitment towards ensuring our campus environments are adequately safe and secure to support your academic life, stakeholders' interests, and other functions. And just to underscore this commitment, you will find it very interesting to know that there is a long-standing rating of our university where it is rated as the most safe and secure environment within the hemisphere. And certainly, As you can expect, we are very determined to maintain this, as well as being always prepared to proactively address any challenges foreseen and unforeseen that may ever emerge. And in pursuit of this, please permit me to briefly share some of the provisions that are in place for safeguarding our campus community and to align the expectations of our students. First, please become aware that the university operates a safety and security department that provides oversight for the security matters relating to the community. The office is located on the main administrative building block, and our entrance is adjacent to the main administrative lobby. Our professional security staff of the university are always available 24 hours daily to treat with any security-sensitive issues that may arise. And you may contact them. I will share the contact number with you, but you can visit, you can telephone, or you can send us by email, one word, safety and security, at utech.edu.jm. That will be later shared. Our security personnel, particularly security guards, are visibly placed and strategically at all strategic points throughout our campus locations, and this includes our entry points and throughout various facilities. They are usually equipped with modern communication systems and supported by a rapid response team that are on site. Strong liaison is also maintained with our local police, and their services are usually called upon where necessary or if needed. Be assured that you will find our security personnel to be very polite and respectful, as their service is to protect and assist students and all constituents of the university community. We appreciate your full cooperation with our security personnel, and that students follow their instructions as well as relate to them any security assistance that is required. To further assist with security of our environment, we have electronic aids such as electronic access controls and CC surveillance systems that are employed. These help with various aspects of our investigations when necessary, should there be incidents. Students are provided with identification cards upon completion of their registration. Students are encouraged to be in possession and to visibly wear their ID at all times while on our campuses. The importance of this is to indicate that you belong here. You are a legitimate member, stakeholder of the constituent and of the university community. Students are required to provide their ID or to present their ID whenever asked to do so by security personnel. The completion of your early registration provides you with the advantage to obtain your ID and also allows you full and timely access to the various services that students will enjoy. Our security team engaged actively with student bodies and associations, particularly our very involved Student Union Council, where suggestions and ideas pertaining to security are frequently exchanged. Some student-related activities require consultation and support from our security department, and these include guidance relating to the planning and staging of student entertainment initiatives. The staging of all social events on our campuses are regulated, and guidance and approval must always be sought from the relevant authorities, such as your faculty offices or the student services, as well as our safety and security department. Students are encouraged to observe all security and safety protocols, as these measures are for your personal protection, particularly while navigating the public spaces both on and off our campuses, and particularly during your commute on public transportation. Importantly, as well as our guidance relating to interpersonal conducts and choices for handling financial transactions. I know that the financial services officer has just outlined you the various options you have and the protocol for making your payments to the university. Quite often we find students in isolated, well, sometimes in isolated cases, may become distracted and fall victims to some fraudulent or scamming activities. Do not let anyone allure you into any of these activities to tell you that they have a way to pay your school fee and you can access gain added benefits from paying reduced costs. Please adhere to the formal channels outlined for the payment of your school fees and for dealing with any other financial transactions of the university. Our security department works collaboratively with the University Counseling Unit in addressing some of the various needs of students, particularly where circumstances may expose one to any personal vulnerabilities. And similarly, our team works closely with the University Medical Facility and the Environmental Health Office, as under the guidance of these professionals, the security team are always prepared to respond to assist with emergencies. Let me advise also that part of our disaster management plan includes having our facilities properly fitted with safety apparatuses and emergency use. These include fire extinguishers, fire alert systems, and appropriate signage. We have clearly designated assembly points, and you must be familiar with these. And on our main campus, these are the two main play fields, one at the front and the one next to us. Please acquaint yourself with these emergency assembly points in the case that we may encounter an emergency for which total evacuation may be required. We also have a cadre of staff volunteers who serve as safety wardens, and they serve in various departments. Bear in mind that these measures are in place for the safety and security of everyone. Everyone should be aware of our campus environment. Everyone, let me say that again, everyone should be aware that our campus environment is a shared space, and as such, smoking, particularly the use of ganja, marijuana, is a prohibited activity. It is not tolerated on our campuses. The usage of ganja on our campuses is considered a very serious offense and will not be tolerated, period. We encourage students to always be respectful to everyone and also respect the rules governing the shared use of our spaces, our environment. We encourage students to familiarize themselves with the Students' Handbook that are available online, as mentioned, and you may also obtain further information on these from the Student Services Division. Please pay attention to the sections outlined where it relates to student conduct and student discipline. I must point out as well that our campuses have adequate parking facilities that are secured, reasonably secured, and you are expected to adhere to our parking and speed limit regulations. Additionally, we encourage commuting students who may not have personal vehicles to take advantage of the university shuttle service, and further information on these also can be obtained from the student union bodies and the student union services. In the interest of time, and being aware that we are constrained for time, let me use this opportunity to remind everyone, again, that security is generally everyone's concern. The university remains very committed to our obligations and also look forward to everyone's support to maintain an incident-free environment. Let us be guided by the principles that will always allow good order to prevail while sharing this space and interfacing throughout this journey of our study. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Kelly, speaking on the all-important campus security. Now, at this time, our very warm and welcoming acting senior counselor, Mrs. Marlene Pottinger-Giles, will give a charge to the family.
Acting President, Professor Colin Giles, Acting Deputy President, Dr. Haldane Johnson, Vice President and University Registrar, Ms. Marianne Brown, Acting Deputy Registrar of Student Services, Mrs. Angela Isaacs Brown, Madam Chairperson, Mrs. Charmaine Lewis, all academic and administrative staff, Student Union President, Mr. Dick Darby, and all Student Services representative, to our new students, transfer students, returning students, well-wishers, parents, guardians, spouses, everyone here, a very pleasant good afternoon to you. And I'd like to extend a very special welcome to the parents, in particular to parents, guardians, spouses, and family members and other relatives and well-wishers who are here supporting our new and returning students, our transfer students as well. And you move to the next slide, please. I want to just say you have made the right choice in choosing UTech to be your university of choice. I'm not seeing that slide coming up, so I need to. Okay, right. So I was saying that we are really happy to have you, making this very important choice of, being here at the premier university. We are really delighted to have you. And let me say that every year, thousands of parents have to do this in letting go of their young adults. And you may notice that I say young adults because you brought them here, yes, and they are your children, yes, but at this stage, we no longer refer to them as your children, they are your young adults, because it's a different phase of life for you. And so we know it can be really difficult for you. And in many cases around the world, parents and loved ones are shedding tears as they, leave their students, leave their young adults and their spouses at the university campus where they say a temporary bye. And so today, we know tears may also flow. The feelings are mixed. It is indeed a time of ambivalence about the opportunities awaiting your young adults or your spouse, and this is mixed with a sense of nostalgia and a sense of loss, along with the excitement. But take comfort that the foundation that you have made over the past 18 years or so will accompany your young adults across the miles and throughout the years. And we know that there are students here from Westmoreland. We know that there are students here from Portland, from St. Thomas, around Jamaica. We know that there are students here who came across the waters. So we have international students from as far as Canada. I don't know, is any international student in the house today? Let me see your hands. Okay, welcome, very special welcome. We know it took effort for you to come across the waters, and it may be very challenging as your loved ones let go today. So there are some expectations for university though. New students are faced with so many different, situations. They are meeting new persons, they are meeting with new ideas, they are going to be having new experiences, and there are going to be some dilemmas as well. And they have to assume greater responsibility for all aspects of their lives. Now we are no longer there. Problems and struggles are inevitable. But guess what? They are normal. We all have experienced problems. We all have experienced challenges. And it takes continued effort to manage. I have a slide showing a baby eagle. I don't know if right. So you started somewhere about there with your young ones, and your dream was to see them become independent and open their wings and fly and master what is out there. Well, today is a very important part of that journey, and you are seeing them taking wings now and ready to be on their own. So celebrate. I know it is difficult. Many young adults who attend university are away from home for the very first time. And this is very hard for you. I can remember the very first day that I left home myself. I cried, and my mother cried because it was hard. Your young adult will be tossed into a melting pot of different experience, a melting pot of cultures. They are going to meeting persons from different parts of the world, from different parts of Jamaica. They are going to be seeing different religious experiences. They are going to be exposed to different kinds of lifestyle. But as I said before, you have been preparing them. You have been setting the stage. And guess what? You just cannot control the world at large. Neither will you be able to control the environment in which your young adult will be. That's the reality of life. You would have spent 18 years at least nurturing them, preparing them to be on their own. And this is the day, this is the time. So, letting go is important, and there's a process. Remember, this process started since toddler stage. You have had a lot of practice, but guess what? Very interestingly, very importantly, is that you are no longer alone with this. You have support. And you have heard of the many kinds of support services that we have here. There's the security services, there's student services, and under the student services umbrella there come a number of other services. We have counseling services. So if your young adult has any kind of, challenge, if they feel that they just need someone to talk to, the counseling service is there. There's a medical center that is there ready to assist them if they have any kind of medical or physical challenges. There is a career and placement unit that helps to guide them in terms of making good career choices. And of course, I will not go through all the whole list. Madam Registrar said to us earlier that we have nurturing members of staff who are always there and ready to help your young adults. So I say, just find a balance and stay in touch with what the reality is. The reality is that they are taking wings. Help them to settle in today. So begin on a positive note. Help them if they're on the dorm or wherever they are going to be living. If you're out of town, just make sure everything is okay and then just leave. Leave them. Don't linger around. It's not going to help. Just say the goodbyes, do the hugs, and just, move on. But keep in touch. Thank God for WhatsApp. and the email, and you can even video them and see that everything is in place, is okay. So make use of the technology. Have realistic expectations, because first-year students go on an emotional roller coaster. It's a new experience, and any new experience brings with it a little challenge, but they will be okay. As all the other challenges that they have endured in life, when they went to high school, it was a new situation for them, but it was okay as well. So do not panic. Remember the good foundations you have laid, and do not make assumptions either. Don't make assumptions that when you can't get them, they're off doing something that is wrong. Don't make assumption that because something is going wrong, UTech is not doing what they're supposed to do. Don't make assumption about anything. What you need to do is just listen to your student, listen to your young adult, because they can clarify a number of matters for you if you only ask and listen, okay? So it's going to be important for you to maintain a healthy communication. I hope that you would have been having that kind of healthy relationship and communication with them already, so this is just a continuation of that. Resist the urge to phone and text them every few minutes. I know the anxiety is going to be there. I have children too. And when you call them and you can't get them, you say, Lord have mercy, what happened to her now? I don't town me leave her and I don't know what happened to her. No, it's okay. They don't want you to call them every few minutes either. And guess what? They are engaged in a number of activities. They are engaged in classes. They are engaged in out-of-class experiences. We have a whole list of clubs and societies. We have leadership training. We have so many things to nurture them and to make them become better personally and professionally. So they will be engaged, and they won't always have the time to be talking with you or messaging you. In fact, if they are in classes, they can't be paying attention to their phones because they want to focus to learn better. So don't expect that they are going to be there for you to call them every minute or every day. Guess what? They are going to be making new friends and associates, and they're not going to have all of that time for you, but they will answer you when they can. So remember, there are going to be times when they can't talk to you. But rest assured, they will be fine. Remember to listen and don't lecture. Young people don't like when parents lecture them. In fact, none of us like when people lecture us. And when they go to lectures, they know that, it's just to take the notes and review it, but they don't want you to be telling them, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I must pause here to say that you must respect their decisions, because now I know you're going to say, and me I pay the money, but that doesn't give you the right to dictate that you have to do this program. It's going to be their lives. They are the ones who will have to work. They are the ones who will have to endure the career for a lifetime. So give them a little space with that. Guide them, help them, make your good suggestions, but don't decide that this is the module you have to do, or else I'm not paying for anything. Sometimes it is really not helpful, and I see them being very distressed. So they need that space. Remember, they're taking wings and they are becoming independent. Normalize struggle. Remember, in your life, you fall, you get up, you become stronger and smarter. It's the same thing that is going to happen with your young adult. They are going to have challenges, so normalize it. Resist the urge to run their lives, I said that, and allow them to make their life decisions. To achieve independence, people need freedom, and with that freedom comes responsibility. University, UTech, is a part of that process. We teach them, we give them a lot of resources to become independent and responsible. So we provide the information, we provide the support and the encouragement, and of course this leads to self-reliance and independence. Avoid being too critical. Support and encourage, but do not be the helicopter parents. It stifles them. Remember that they care more about what you think than how much you realize. So be careful with the criticism. A foolishness that you do, please don't, because sometimes you don't understand what is really happening. You see, university exposes students to new activities, to interest, different perspectives, and these things may change things about them, may change your perspectives. If you are learning new things, attitudes, behaviors, and outlook will change, don't it? And we are preparing them to be better adults. So sometimes they will come with new ideas and passions, and these can sometimes scare parents, you know, into thinking that they are not doing well because it doesn't fit into their vision of what is practical. But do not ridicule. Remember that things have been changing over time. A lot of technology is in place now. Things that I don't understand. And I can say some of my colleagues don't understand them, but these young people, they understand a lot more than we do. And so when they come and say they are doing this, don't rubbish it, because they can explain many things to you about these things that you cannot. And their perspectives will change. That's what we really want. If we are the same way in terms of our outlook as we were 10 years ago, we really would not be growing. So things will change, and appreciate that. So when they come back home, renegotiate your expectations. Understand that university years are a time of exploration, and they will have a lot on their plate. They are going to be having research to complete when they get home sometimes. They're going to be having assignments to complete. So do not overschedule them. It's not going to be the time for them to catch up with all the things that you couldn't get done over the semester that you wanted them to do, because they are going to need some space. So allow them that space. And guess what? Before you blink, they are walking across the graduation aisle, and they are tipping the cap, and you will be a very proud mommy, daddy, wife, or husband. So enjoy the journey, and all the best. Thank you.
Sound words there from our acting senior university counselor, Mrs. Marlene Pottinger-Giles. Thank you, Mrs. Pottinger-Giles. Folks, it has been a rich and rewarding time spent together, and we hope you're looking forward to an amazing week ahead. There's so much more in store. And so we want to remind you to check out our schedule, which is online. You'll find the program right there on our website. I'd like to thank our acting president, Professor Giles, our university registrar, Ms. Brown, our acting assistant registrar, Mrs. Angela Isaacs-Brown, Deputy President, Mr. Haldane Johnson, acting registrar, assistant registrar, Mrs. Angela Isaacs-Brown, Students' Union President, Mr. Rick Darby, and all the admin, technical, and academic team who turned out today. We especially want to thank you, our parents and students, especially those who traveled all the way from Westmoreland or Portland. We appreciate you. Thank you to Phase 3, to Center for the Arts, to our worship team who led us earlier, and of course to our chaplain. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much. Thank you to all our sponsors and partners who turned out today as well. Thank you, we appreciate you. My name is Charmaine Lewis, and it was my pleasure to be your host today. Have a good afternoon. I now invite Mr. Maurice Colhoun, who will give you instructions for the rest of the afternoon.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so I know it has been a long morning, so we're going to get through this real quickly. And again, please accept our apologies for the delay. Now, we are going to be moving to the Meet the Deans session. Now, we know specifically this day is more for the parents, the spouses, and the guardians. Students, you are allowed to participate. However, just for the record, this day is more for the parents, the spouses, the guardians. All right? Now, we are going to be seeing on the screen in a moment the week of welcome page. Now, students, everyone, if you want to find out where something is going to be, you can visit the week of welcome page. We call it the WOW page. All right, the WOW page. Now, you might have gotten some instructions earlier. Now, COBAM, which is the larger of all the colleges and faculties, is going to have their session right here. So if your student, if your child, your husband, your ward, or your student yourself, and you are part of the College of Business and Management, then you will remain here in the Alfred Sangster Auditorium. All right? The College of Health Science will be having a hybrid session. Now, you're going to be going to LT48. Now, that don't mean anything to some of you. But don't worry, we're going to have some persons to assist you in finding these rooms. So let's do this real quickly now. If you are a part of the College of Health Science, please stand. College of Health Science, please stand. Mr. Darby, I need you to assign one of your council members to assist me with this at this time. All right, please come to the front right here. If your child, your husband, your spouse, whoever, you yourself, please come to the front right here, sir. And one of our union members is going to escort you to LT48. Now, that's the WOW page right there. Now, just go on UTech's website and type in WOW. WOW. All right, type in WOW and you'll see everything for every single day that will be happening this week. All right, so I'm guessing these are all the colleges. So who will be escorting them for me? Mr. Darby, who will be taking them to LT48. All right, the council member, please go with them now. All right, good. Now, if you are in the Faculty of Science and Sport, please stand. Or do you have someone in the Faculty of Science and Sport? Please stand. Anyone here in the balcony area? No, I'm not seeing any hands right now. I'm going to move on to the Faculty of Engineering and Computing. I see the head of school here for computing. Right, please stand. Mr. White, you're seeing some of your students right now. Good. All right. So you have a hybrid session at LT50. Please come to the front for me. One of the council members will assist you. There's also an online link for this, so this hybrid, and the link is also on the WOW page. So go on your phones and your tablets and just type in WOW on the UTech page, and you will see this. Mr. Darby, who's going with them? TJ. All right, TJ, please follow this gentleman right here to LT50. Thank you so much, TJ. Now, the Faculty of Science and Sport has a virtual session, just in case, remember we have online viewers as well. So for those who are online, the Faculty of Science and Sport is virtual, so you can use the link that is on the page. Now, if you're in the Faculty of the Built Environment, please stand. Yes, they're standing. All right, please come on down here to the front quickly. Good. While you're leaving, remember tomorrow, students, we begin at 8 a.m. promptly tomorrow. Very, very big day tomorrow. You can just stay right here. Don't move yet. Right, stay right here. Mr. President, as in student president, who will be assisting? Good, wonderful. All right, please go now with them for me, please. And you're going to LT4, which is on your building. All right? Now, the joint colleges of medicine, oral health, and veterinary sciences. They're actually at Arthur Wint Drive. Do we have an escort in terms of transportation for them? We do. Good. So they're right here. Please, this is one of your members right here. Are you in the college, joint colleges, medicine, oral health, veterinary sciences? Please come to the front right here. Yes. Our dentists and public health inspectors and all of those people. Right? Good. Please take them on the outside now for me. Thank you. See you tomorrow, joint colleges. See you tomorrow. All right, last, yes, well, not last, Faculty of Law. Somebody from what we call FOS, which is the Faculty of Science and Sport. Where's that person? There you are, good. Congratulations to you. All right, you're online. Just go to the WOW page and you'll find the link for your Meet the Dean, so your parents, spouse, guardian, whomever it is can join, and yourself as well, all right? Good. Faculty of Law, members, please stand. Faculty of Law, please come to the front. You have a hybrid session in the drawing room and also online. So you'll take them to the drawing room. Who's assisting with this, with the Faculty of Law? Mr. Darby, Faculty of Law, someone can assist these persons. Okay, great. Please go with our Student Council member here to the drawing room. And for those who are online, remember we do have that audience. You will join via the link on the WOW page. Last, but certainly not the least, as mentioned, the largest of all the colleges and faculties, the Dean, Acting Dean, is here, been here. Thank you so much, Dean, for being here. So I'm guessing everybody in the room are COBAM people now. Everybody here COBAM? In the balcony? I'm in the balcony? All right, just come down to the front, or I mean the front meaning the floor area, as long as you're a COBAM student, parent, linkage, cousin, relative, well-wisher of COBAM. Come down to the floor area. Oh, and yes, my apologies, the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies. A virtual session, yes, and the link is on the WOW page. Online viewers, those who are here, you're virtual, so you are virtual for the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies. And immediately following this session, we are concluding for today. And then tomorrow is the big day for especially our students. Now, you want to be here in person so you can drop your chances to win tablets and a lot of giveaways, but you have to be here to do that. So you want to be here tomorrow, Monday. All right? Good. Good to see all you. Acting President, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Madam Registrar, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much. Well, Mrs. Pottinger-Giles and all the presenters, Mr. Kelly, everyone, we do appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. At this time, when we are all settled, this room now belongs to COBAM, and the Dean is here.